Okay, so I'm very pleased to be here this afternoon to give you an overview of Copernicus Marine on how we are harnessing the European digital twin ocean. Just to remind you what is Copernicus Marine Service, I think most of you are aware of this service. It is an operational service, so Copernicus Marine has been operational since 2014. It's built with a large network of highly skilled production centers in Europe for observation, for modeling, but also linking with the research community and the user community through what we organize through a national collaboration program. So we are a user and policy-driven service. We support all sectors of the blue economy, large user uptake, which is increasing every year, so more than 110,000 subscribers, a lot of visitors on the website. So what we do is we take observation from in situ, from satellite, in particular satellite from the Copernicus program with the Sentinel, together with model to describe the what we call the blue, the white, and the green ocean through models, through data simulation, and then we describe the past, the real time, and the short-term forecast of the ocean. So this in addition to this regular monitoring of the ocean state and forecasting, everywhere we produce an ocean state report, which is really making the link between the information that we provide and the policy needs, and with also a high-level summary for policymakers. So when we designed the plan for the phase of Copernicus 2, what we call Copernicus Marine 2, that was 21 to 28, so we designed a plan which is aligned with the EU Green Deal on digital strategies. We developed an implementation plan which is based on user, on policy needs, but also on advance in observation on science and technology. So the first objective was continuity and service with incremental evolution. So every year we have several evolutions of the Copernicus Marine portfolio. Also preparing the implementation of the next generation ocean and sea ice monitoring services with new services for coastal and marine biology. I want here to focus something that we agree on at the very beginning, so more than 6 years ago, with a clear objective to embrace the new capabilities of digital services in synergy with the EU digital twin ocean. And the main message here that there is a clear strategy to really have something which is totally aligned with the EU digital twin ocean. So today, the Copernicus Marine, brings a lot of products to the digital twin ocean. So the Copernicus Marine catalog is almost 300 different products, so including indicators based on observation and modeling, global, regional, physics, biogeochemistry, and sea ice. And all products are, of course, documented with clear information on the product quality, which is a key characteristic of the service that we provide to our user. So in terms of working with the EDITO, so I mentioned that from the start there was a clear objective to have this integration with the EU DTO. One of major steps that was successfully developed as part of Copernicus Marine was to develop the new Copernicus Marine data store. It has been operational since almost 2 years, which was really preparing all the, making sure that all the data are readily available on the cloud, in cloud optimized format. And this was really essential to link directly to the EU DTO. So that's really a key element for this integration with the DTO, and this allows an easy integration of Copernicus Marine in the digital twin ocean. We also are working on together with Emonet on the in situ data. So Emonet is in the main in situ provider for the EU DTO. So we have activity related to in situ data gathering as well in Copernicus Marine, because those data feed our models, but we are working together very closely with Emonet to optimize data flows, coordination, and synergy. And this is very key asset also for the EU DTO. We also work on defining requirements for the observing system. This is also an important challenge for the future as part of the Ocean Observing Initiative. So this is a summary of the different activities that we have in Copernicus Marine. What the EU DTO provides, is really a new paradigm that, that was explained very well this morning and during the different sessions, where today in Copernicus Marine, what we do is a production modeling, which is operational monitoring and forecasting. What the DTO will have is on-demand processing, what-if scenario, plugging applications. It's really a whole set of new services. The same for data access with evolution and for service and application. So we have a clear view of what the Copernicus Marine provides and what the DTO will add, which will be really something, again, just mentioned a new paradigm is for user and application. We also have specific activities with production centers that we have in Copernicus Marine. They have their whole facility to develop their products and then to make them available through the Copernicus Marine data store. But we want them to do more. We want them to contribute to exploit the potential of the EDITO platform. So we have a specific contract with them where we expect that in the coming 2 years they will start developing and test process of their production on the platform. This can be for pre-processing, for core production, post-processing, improved tailored products and product quality. And this will be, again, very instrumental to making sure that we have the convergence and optimizing all the effort at European level. So in conclusion, I mean, for this, so Copernicus Marine is one of the major contributors to EDITO, so together with Emonet, so it brings in all this observation and modeling product. It's also bringing all the modeling tool, because that's already a key asset for the scenario to be developed in EDITO. So EDITO and the European Digital Twin Ocean will increase Copernicus Marine offer and add many new services, so on-demand, what-if scenario applications. The long-term strategy for Copernicus Marine, which was designed a long time ago, is really to move towards a fully integrated platform on service between Copernicus Marine and the EU DTO with the integration of data access, viewer, and word processing services. And we have ongoing Copernicus Marine action to make sure that we go towards this direction. First, the new cloud-based marine data store that has been operational for 2 years, but also developing central tools on EDITO, for instance, for product quality, and the use of the platform by the Copernicus Marine Production Center. Thank you.
Thank you. Come take a seat. I'm glad we didn't have interpreters. Sometimes I do events with interpreters for every language of the EU, and they would have needed a triple gin and tonic by the end, but no, thank you. Just to say, as we know, the slides are available, correct? So you are available for follow-up, and the slides are available for follow-up. So I cannot extend that message enough. These lovely gentlemen cannot possibly put everything they could say in their presentation. So don't be shy, and yes, you can get your hands on the slides. One thing I did note, which was a nice phrase there, you said that it will offer continuity of service and incremental evolution. So there is that assurance that will be seamless, that will be advanced, and that is the kind of the approach. Anything else you would want to add on that?
Working? Okay. Well, for Copernicus Marine, we are dealing with an operational service. So continuity is the minimum requirements, but continuity also means that if we want to make sure that the service evolves to remain state-of-the-art. That's really, we need to have, and we have, by the way, with Copernicus, a state-of-the-art worldwide service, which is recognized internationally. But this is because we ensure continuity, but also regular evolution. And the fact that we are bringing Copernicus Marine together with Emonet in the European Digital Twin Ocean will add new capabilities and will but it will be based on these operational services. So, so this is operation line, and then, of course, adding new capabilities, on-demand processing, user able to work directly on the data on the cloud. It's really a totally an evolution, but relying on these operational assets that are Emonet and Copernicus Marine.
And a very, very different question to you before I turn to see if there's anything from Slido. So there's such increasing, I mean, I don't know if you were here yesterday and the day before, but for me, marine spatial planning blows my mind because there is so much demand on our oceans and seas, so much demand. And at the same time, we are seeing more and more environmental fallout, impacts of the environmental pressures. This needs time to evolve. It has to evolve in line with those. It's a challenging demand, to evolve a service in line with the speed of the changes that the service is there to mitigate. Do you see what I'm saying? Is that a crap question? It's a challenge, isn't it? Because things are changing fast, and the service, the data has to be up to speed.
Well, that's really our raison d'etre in EMODnet.
Yeah.
So we have the maritime spatial plans for every country except there's 2, and you guys know, you're in the audience, I know who you are. And they've been promised, so they will be coming online shortly.
Did they make you a promise in this room?
They made a promise a year ago, and they were beaten by Italy. Italy got there first.
Yes, it did. We heard that in the conference.
So that's very important because that's what EMODnet does. We look after those contextual information.
Yeah.
And it's extremely important that that information then comes into EDITO to allow people to build on top of the context, through experimental design or through combining our contextual information with the forecast information from Copernicus Marine. So it is a big challenge because we're an operational service, and also in EMODnet we are very focused on what is our assets, and our assets are the products that we make, not the technology that we use to publish it. It's the products that we make, and everything we do in terms of the technology with the EMODnet and with the EDITO is to make sure that those products have a bigger reach as possible to help people get stuff done.
And also, as we reiterated many times yesterday, that the stories of where the data ends up, what is that use case and how can you visualize it for policymakers and the wider community. So data discovery is still a big challenge, both systems. Is there a roadmap for data federation to expose machine or human readable metadata catalogues? I read that in such a way that I sound like I understand it so well, and yet I do not. I'm very sorry.
So EMODnet is a federation of data servers.
Oh, that I know, sorry, yes. Yes. So is there a roadmap, or do you...
Well, we're already a federation of data servers, so that's it. I mean, that's how we work. And we have a metadata catalog, so we expose machine or human readable APIs. So we continue to build on that, and we'll be doing that in EDITO too.
Well, maybe to add, I mean,
just hold it here, please.
Yeah. One of the very reasons why we have an EU Digital Twin Ocean is also to bring together EMODnet and Copernicus Marine, and this also will facilitate data discovery because they will not go to either EMODnet or Copernicus Marine. So that's really a way to answer this. But this, of course, we have a roadmap for.
Anything else with a raised hand in the room, or anything else that has come in via Slido? Yes. We have a raised hand. I feel like I ought to give you a glass of champagne just for raising your hand in the room, because I'm constantly calling. Hang on, we now don't have a microphone to give you to ask your question. Oh, I have one here. The sound man has arrived.
Thank you. My name is Bente Liabi, and I'm a champagne lover.
You are a?
Champagne lover.
Oh, okay. Very good.
From Norway, and involved in the ILIA digital twins of the ocean project. And I know, of course, CMEMS very well. It's an operational service, and EMODnet as well. How do you plan to transfer that operational service to EDITO? That's not given. I mean, there's challenges in providing operational services, which is necessary for people to actually be able to use it, like in, decision making.
Well, I will answer for Copernicus Marine very simply. I mean, Copernicus Marine is an operational system, will continue to be an operational system, will evolve with new capabilities and so on, and we'll make sure that all this operational production is accessible from the EU DTO. On the EDITO, we'll add new functionalities, but the operational service, both from EMODnet and Copernicus Marine, will continue. That's, but will be more integrated. That's. It's really, I mean, adding new capacity. I try to explain what, and you have all the information this morning. You know, the DTO will add many new functionality in terms of services, in terms of on-demand processing, but you still continue to have an operational Copernicus Marine and an operational EMODnet. Of course, this is mandatory, I would say.
Yeah, so EMODnet is an operational service. So for us, the trick, the path we're looking at in EDITO is to make sure that we have near real-time, at some stage, synchronization between our EMODnet catalog and the EDITO catalog of EMODnet products. So we want to minimize the impact on our amazing team that produce the data products. So when they publish data product on EMODnet, it will trigger. We want it to be able to automatically trigger an update going on into EDITO. Now, we haven't got that done yet. That will happen over time. And then the operational services of the infrastructure.
Hold the mic.
Sorry, the operational service of the infrastructure, that's based on the cloud service in the background. So that's a technical side that has to be dealt with by the cloud team. So that's that one.
Last question, merely as always in the interest of time. How is citizen science data included in EDITO in line with EMODnet and Copernicus, or maybe as a third pillar of data? And we did have dedicated sessions to that, how to harness it at the previous event. And the importance of it actually, it came up, sorry, can I just say, particularly when you're looking EMODnet-wise at the coastal communities and in the complexity of that and the importance of how you might encourage citizen science, how you check for its quality, how you engage, how you give feedback. But
well, I risk of being controversial here because I always look at the simple answer, and usually it's a technical answer. And you know, a lot of the time with citizen science, maybe it's through photography or something. One of the big hurts is they need somewhere to store the observations that they've made.
yeah, okay.
Somewhere for free, and EDITO fits that role. But then, of course, on top of that has to be a lot of work in terms of quality built on top of that.
Yeah.
Well, we had a good discussion on citizen science during the EMODnet conference. I mean, this is very important. First, I mean, to interact with the user, with the people, I mean, the general community, and then to make sure that are ingested in EMODnet on DTO, including, by the way, all the issues dealing with quality control, because if you want those data to feed our models, scenarios, or even Copernicus model, you need to ensure the data quality. So it's not only ingesting, so technically needs to be done, but adding the required quality control. But it's really essential also for making the link with the society as a whole, because this is a lot of people willing to contribute to this monitoring activity. Sorry.
It was interesting because I think it was when I was listening in Lucie Cocombeau, who was talking from Ifremer, who was saying participatory science, just to make that distinction that it's not just the citizens, the inhabitants, we're talking business, we're talking everybody across the board. So let's be clear, it's not just about me taking my 15-year-old for a beach clean-up and seeing what kinds of plastics are left behind. So it was a good point. I will close that there, if I may, because we have a couple more sessions before we break again. But you're around, you're available, slides will be shared. So this isn't the end of things. It is but the beginning. Can we give warm thanks to these two gentlemen? Thank you. Yeah, take your water.